Just stepping man,
you know, no chip chat.
I'm just saying, talk to the creator before you start throwing those kind of things. I know he's talking NXT.
He is.
Not a bad two role models to follow, of course, if that's the footsteps that they would like to follow in. Mean Candace, I don't know. I can't get Johnny. I can see it. I've seen him frustrated. But Mean Candace, I mean,
such a nice disposition, man, and she goes to Disney, and she it's his
cupcakes. She's a great baker.
Oh,
this is her in a past life. Come on,
my heart, man.
They also had a cup under glass. They had a protective cup under glass, and as Byron noted, on their dining room table. Byron Saxton was very observant tonight, man. Eagle-eyed Byron was on tonight.
Eagle-eyed Byron.
Not the things you necessarily want to see, but he saw it. Let's get into the interim NXT Cruiserweight Championship tournament. Lot of emotion, certainly personally. We talked about it on the bump today. We had Drake Maverick on, what this means to him. This could be his final 3 matches in WWE, and I saw so much support for him throughout the last week, especially today.
Yeah.
But he does not get the victory, and we'll talk about that in a second because he's not done yet.
No.
But Jake Atlas having his second match on NXT, I would have to say, Evan, people were against him. They were just so for Drake.
Yeah.
And Jake puts on one heck of a performance, and I have never seen what he did to win that match. A cartwheel from the turnbuckle across the rope into a DDT. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Out-of-body experience. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. There was a lot going on, a lot of wave of emotions for my man Drake. And like I said, the same thing I said last week. Isaiah lost his first match, doesn't mean he's out. Drake lost his first match, doesn't mean he's out. This young whippersnapper here, I don't know what that move was, but I'm telling you right now, who's kicking out of that move?
No, that's the thing. There is so much velocity and the height where he comes down from, and he nailed it. I mean, that's the thing. To be in your first big-time match, but to start off this tournament and hit that move the way he did with someone who could not be any more motivated than Drake Maverick, this has got to take Jake Atlas's confidence to another level, knowing he's got Tony Nese and Kushida to still face in the round-robin portion of this tournament.
Yeah, speaking of Kushida though, I don't know if he wants any Kushida right now. Because I'm telling you right now, man. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. You guys got whoever goes against Kushida has their work cut out for him. Just put it like that. This is the best I've seen him since he's been in NXT, man. It has to be, man. It has to be.
He is on such a roll right now, Evan, which is why I am so impressed by him. And I said this last week. I think he's the best in the business, and I've said that for a very long time. I throw Cesaro's name out there, but of course, Kushida, pound for pound, might be the best in the business. He's been in these kind of tournaments before. He's won these kind of tournaments before, and he beats a former Cruiserweight champion in Tony Nese tonight, which is no small task whatsoever.
Scary thing is, what if Kushida was Cesaro's size, Matt? What would that? What?
That's not fair.
That's just not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Oh my God, man!
We also a very impressive debut, El Hijo de Fantasma beating Jack Gallagher, and I have seen him in the past out in California way. I know, obviously proud of his Mexican heritage. A little work in Boyle Heights back in the day. He hit that dive, which looks like an arrow flying through the ropes. And Byron noted how that was kind of his bread and butter. That was one of his calling cards. We see a lot of the dives, Evan. It's happened a lot more in the last few years. Different ways to do them. The accuracy, and I think more than anything, the velocity that he can all of WWE.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that because he's weirdly powerful. You know what I mean? He's compact, but he's really strong, and we all know the style of the Lucha Libres and how they adapt and how they move and how they're aerial and that dive, man. I'm telling you, with that impact and that force and the way he is willing to throw his body on the line, coupled with just great wrestling ability,
right?
Man, it really makes him a tough customer.
Another debut though, a debut for him that goes quite well, and so. He's up 1-0 there, as is Kushida, and of course Jake Atlas. But let's go back to Drake here. We saw before him, cameras have been following him as he's getting into this tournament. Obviously, a much different set of circumstances now for him, as we talked about with him today on the bump. And go back and check that out because it's awesome. Emotional. And as passionate as you will ever get from somebody, but he did not come out on top, and he looked great. I will tell you that, Evan. For
Boy, did he?
Haven't seen, man, did he look good?
My goodness, man, because that's the thing we talked about that a few weeks ago when I was like Drake can wrestle, man. I know we see him talk, but as a WWE superstar, he can, that collar and elbow, man. He's very efficient. He's very efficient in the ring.